Hello and welcome to round 2 of CPL Season 3, and we're here for qualifying at Circuito, Brazil. We have 3 laps of qualifying and we have some rain that is currently out, but it is going back in. So many drivers pitting. Unfortunately, the timer screen's a little bit messed up on my screen, so I believe F1 Fan is actually the only driver on the softs currently, and as you'll see, a lot of drivers will pit to change onto soft tyres, as Pigeon gets the fastest lap of the qualifying so far with a 30.98. As I mentioned though, he is currently on inters, just my game not working properly, so I assume he's going to be pitting at the end of this lap for a set of the soft tyres, as well as possibly Nitro, Cubo and Albono as well. And there he goes into the pit lane. As the clouds are coming out, I don't think that's going to really affect the session though, as F1 Fan sets a 30.00. Obviously the first driver to go on these soft tyres, so he will get 2 laps in this session. Now Senna, it was Senna, and then Majumdar went even quicker, 29.67. Every race, that number, man. So Majumdar currently on pole. Can anyone beat him? We have Peridrive up to the line, 29.90 for Peridrive. Justin up to P1, 29.55. Gamer with a 29.63 as well. Can anyone beat that? And that is Senna matching the time, 29.55. I think he'll take the P2 after everything is all done. But lovely stuff. Him and Justin. Got Gamer P3, Majumdar P4 on a track he is very good at. And then it is Yua P5, Peridrive P6, Loxian P7, Matimar P8, Toaster takes P9 and F1 Fan in P10. We have Biscuit in P11, Nick Hill takes P12, Matt in 13th, Pigeon P14, Nitro 15th, Dezora takes 16th, Cubo down in P17 and Albono P18. So 38 laps of Fictional Brazil to go in CPL. We have Justin leading us underway for fast racing. He gets a good start on the soft tyre and manages to hold the lead into the first corner. Majumdar trying to make a move on Gamer on the mediums. He's managed to get it done up to P3, and look at that, heavy rain coming soon. Everyone is going to be diving into the pit lane at the end of this lap. The rain is already here, so it's come very quickly. I expect everyone will be in. I'll send it onto the grass. That allows Majumdar now into P2, so he's had a great start. Fortunately, there is ghosting on in this race, so no one should get held up. To go to the front, we see Senna onto the grass again slightly, and Justin has managed to hold the lead. Senna trying to make a move still, and Peridrive double switch back. Lovely stuff. He's now up to P2, and Senna's just falling further and further down. Now down to P6, Aloxia up to 5th. Lovely stuff from him. And the rain is getting lighter, so that'll be interesting. Maybe some dry running soon. Let's wait and see. But Peridrive still leads. Gamer up to Peridrive doesn't lead. Justin leads. Couldn't even see him. He's so far ahead at the moment. And Peridrive now P2. Majumdar P3. Very, very good at this circuit. Way further down. Nitro onto the grass a little bit there. And Matt even more onto the grass. Pigeon now through. And Matt's into the wall. And struggling a bit. Anyway, Ewa's lost a few paces at the start, down 3 places from his starting position. To see if he can try and close back up. Justin doing very good, trying to get some redemption after his disconnection in Ewa Morel last weekend. Peridrive and Majumdar both doing well as well. You got Gamer, can he make a move on Senna? Don't think so. Anyway, got Loxian after his good start is now down quite a few places, down to P11. He's managed to get past Pigeon there though, to gain some back. Got Kubo. Anyway, what's going on? We've got just people kind of chilling right now. The rain has stopped as well, so the track is going to start to dry. Trying to see if any drivers are going to be on the dry tyres soon, as Matt is miles off the circuit there. Now down to P16. Matty might down to 14th, so not been a good start for him either. We've got Nitro's managed to make his way through the field quite nicely, up to P6. Started all the way down in P15, so he's had a very good first quarter of the race or so. Fifth of the race. What's going on then? The rain is now halfway gone or so, so maybe only a couple more laps of wet tyre running. Jimdar looks like he's managed to keep up with Justin, keep the gap fairly stable anyway, so he's doing a good job. Maybe try and catch up a bit later on. Got Kubo making a move on F1 fan, and now you is also trying to get through for the P8 position. As Kubo and you are both in the pit lane, as well as Nick Hill. So the first three drivers to pit to wait and see if they're going to make an undercut or not. Toaster stays out on inters. Matt stays out on the wets. Nick Hill will be pretty eager to get past. See, there's rain is almost gone, and there we go. The rain is completely clear now. As Ewa and Kubo battling for what is currently P10. They should gain a few places after pit stops. Toaster still staying out. So interesting, maybe trying to help his teammate out here. As there comes the F1 fan. So they have managed to undercut F1 fan. As Toaster holding his teammate up a bit there. And Ewa gets through up to P7. So a lot of drivers now on the soft tyres. We've got Nitro on mediums. Gamer has gone for the hard tyre. So interesting strategy for him. Justin leads by now 3.5 seconds. So he's doing a very good job at the moment. Looking like we could get a first ever mobile win in CPL. Don't want to jinx it though, especially as I mentioned after last weekend. Anyway, Toaster and Albono still out on the inters. So to wait and see what their strategy is. Obviously hoping for rain. To wait and see if it comes. Ewa's managed to build a nice gap to the drivers he was battling earlier on. He's now almost on the back of his teammate. Has the fastest lap of the race as well. So he's doing a brilliant job at the moment. Closing up to the front guys. What have we got other than that? Just a lot of drivers in a bit of a train at the moment. Got Kubo trying to make his way also up to the back of this pack. Bit of a mistake from Paradrive. He's lost a bit of progress he's gained on Majumdar. Is F1 fan going to make a move? He's looking close. However, he is on the mediums. And it looks like he would rather just stay back for now. So Loxian becomes our first retirement of the race, unfortunately for him. And it is a DNF. Good night, Aloxian. So Nitro's managed to make it past Gamer here. He's up to P5. It's a good race at the moment for Etruria Ferrari. They are currently first in the Constructors, so need as many points as they can get if they're going to want to win it. And this is a good drive so far, especially Nitro after a poor qualifying. So F1 Fan has managed to get past Kubo now. Pretty poor lap from Kubo with a 31.1. And now F1 Fan, hopefully their tyres will start to lean more towards his favour, then he can try and close up to Ewer soon. We've got some drivers getting lapped already. Albonneau on the Inters still. Toaster's called it a day. He's gone for the hard tyre now. That's Senna. Going to go for a move. I thought he did a little weave on the straight to say he's going to sit behind, but doesn't look like it. He's up to P3. So going for what would be a third podium in CPL for Senna at the moment. Game of 15 has managed to close up to Nitro. Is he going to look for a move? No, he's not. Peradrive into the pit lane there in the background. He's on the mediums. He comes out just ahead of Pigeon. Or is he? They're going to be side by side. Can Peradrive get the move done? Yes, he can. Up to P8 currently. He's going to get past Kubo here as well. Bit of a mistake on the exit. And he's now up to P7. He's now got a bit of clean air ahead of him. Hopefully for him, he can now try and make an undercut on Senna. As we watch Pigeon into the pit lane. Justin now almost 5 seconds ahead. Absolutely dominating this race at the moment. After a P2 in Portugal last week, looking like he might stand on the top step as he pits for a set of mediums. Majumdar into the pit lane as well as Senna. So where's Peradrive going to be in all of this? He's definitely got Senna, and he's going to be on the back of Majumdar. That could be good if he can slipstream onto the back of Majumdar and try and seal a podium, but a few mistakes there, and everything I've said has just gone out the window. As we have Ewer, who has pitted not too far off the back of Senna now. So, yeah, he's looking good. Obviously, a race winner from Portugal. We have Justin has pitted and he's still in the lead. So, looking strong for the current Constructors reigning champions. Fast Racing look like they have hired another amazing driver. Anyway, Senna's managed to close back up to Peradrive, so that undercut in the end not really working as Nitro into the pit lane onto the soft tyres. He'll be looking to try and undercut Gamer 15 a little bit. They were pretty close on track, so he'll be hoping to try and build a bit of a gap before Gamer pits. Apollo's now on wets, so he's obviously given up on life. Anyway, Ewer's managed to close up to the back of these guys. Is he going to look for a move? There he goes. Senna gets a nice exit though. They're still going to be side by side into the next part of the lap, and Ewer, can he get ahead into the hairpin? He is going to get ahead. Great move from Ewer. Senna's now down to P7, Ewer up to P6. Now can he try and challenge Peradrive, or is Senna trying to come back at him? He's going to have the outside, but then he's going to get the inside for the final corner. And Senna manages to stay in front. So nice comeback from Senna. And he's now P5, still holding on to the back of Peradrive as well. Anyway, further back we have both of these, I think they're Primers maybe, on the back of Kubo. They might just be happy chilling there for now. Obviously Kubo had a very disappointing qualifying on his Inters. Ended up qualifying P16. So, just trying to recover. We've got Ewer's brothers join the game. Don't know who that is, but I like him. sure he's enjoying Yua's performance so far. Currently P5, did start P5, so not having a bad race at the moment. As Gamer 15 finally makes his way into the pit lane. And he's gone for another set of hard tyres to the end, I would assume. So that's going to be interesting to see if he can make a free-stop work for now. Might be more rain yet to come. As Nitro's managed to make some progress up to P4. As I mentioned, started P15, so he's having a lovely race at the moment. Now he's up to P3 as he gets past Paradrive. So he is flying along, putting in some good work for Etruria. So we see Matt into the pit lane for F25M. Ewa, don't know what's happened there, but he's lost a lot of time. He's now dropped behind Senna, and he's completely dropped off the back of Paradrive. So that is unfortunate for him. Got F1 fan just kind of chilling. Got these guys still on the back of Cubo, but I don't think they're really fighting him. I think they're happy just to sit behind and take the slipstream. So we see Senna and Ewa into the pit lane for mediums. Gamer 15 comes out comfortably ahead of both of them. Let's wait and see if they can try and close up that gap to our reigning champion. And they come out just ahead of Cubo and his little ducklings behind him. Anyway, Justin still leads by over 7 seconds now. Majumdar currently P2 and Nitro P3. I expect all of them will pit again. They're Fun Fan. Might he go to the end? We'll have to wait and see. Could be an interesting strategy choice from him. So we know Gamer's definitely going to the end as Paradrive has pitted. And a bit of a collision there. They're still all going at it though. 3 wide into the hairpin. Something that was not advised pre-race. And it looks like Ewa might have slowed down to let Senna back through there. And Senna back up into P7. Ewa now down in P8. As Nitro has pitted. And he has come out pretty easily ahead of the trio behind him. So that's quite good for him. I think he can probably catch up to Gamer if he continues showing the pace he has so far today. What have we got going on? We've got Cubo has finally been overtaken by both Primers. As actually looks like they've all pitted for new mediums. So maybe that's where that happened. Got Senna going for a move on Paradrive. Up the inside, Paradrive on the exit gets absolutely yeeted off. And that is a prime Senna move there, yeeting someone off the track. And Paradrive down to P8. Is he going to look for a move on Ewa though? Bit ambitious that one. Don't think the gap was really there. And Nitro, that's a shame, makes a mistake. And he's now down with this pack. That's not going to help him. We've got Matt going backwards in the pit lane, you might have just seen there. So, looks like he's also given up in life on a 9-stop strategy currently. Looks like he's going for a world record amount of pit stops. Anyway, Cubo's managed to get past Nick Hill. Anything up front? We got Justin has pitted for softs as well as Majumdar. Majumdar in P4. Justin still leads. Obviously the gap has shrunk due to F1 fan making one less pit stop. But Justin on the fresh softs should be able to easily hold off F1 fan. Now, Paradrive has managed to put away from these guys a bit now. Obviously, Nitro's mistake I think helps that a bit. Senna going to make a move. He has a look for one. Again, he's going to get the outside here, but the inside for the final corner. This time, Ewa gets a lovely exit, and he manages to stay ahead. Oh, and a bit of lag there, I think. Ewa managing to stay in P7. Senna losing a bit of time. And he has to hold on for P8 for now. As Cubo has got past Pigeon. Pigeon's not going to go for a move there. Bono back on inters, and Matt still taking his pit stops. Anyway, Majumdar's managed to close up to Gamer a bit here. So he might try and challenge. He's on the softs. Senna has left the race. That's disappointing. He was on for quite a nice result there. That's going to help those further down get more points. Majumdar, terrible exit there. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to challenge. Perodrive has managed to be caught back up again by the Ferraris. In what is now a battle for P5. And Nitro getting through. Can Yua follow suit as well? Not quite. Still have 3 and a bit laps to go in this race. Majumdar's managed to get past Gamer. He's onto the podium. Let's wait and see if he can hold it. Lovely stuff for him. Justin leads with 3 laps to go. Currently 3.5 seconds is the gap. Toaster's left the race as well. So that is going to be our, well, pretty much our 5th retirement, because we'll say 3rd, but Matt and Albono are doing their own thing. As Perodrive onto the grass, that allows both Ferraris through, and Yua again being nice and letting Perodrive back through. That has allowed Nitro to pull away though. What a performance. Up 10 places in this race. Don't see him gaining any more. But it has been a great performance from him. Majumdar's not been able to pull away from Gamer here though. Can Gamer still get a podium? We have a lap and a bit to go. That's a mistake from Majumdar. Mimo has left the race. I don't think he was even racing anyway, so that's fine. Anyway, final lap now. The battle for the final spot on the podium, and that is a terrible line for Majumdar, and that might have just ruined his podium chances. Gamer's through. Does Majumdar have enough grip to try and come back at him? We'll have to wait and see. Senna has rejoined the game. I don't think it's going to matter. But Justin is going to be the first ever mobile driver to win in CPL. Lovely stuff from the fast racing driver. And he is a CPL race winner. F1 fan takes P2. Gamer 15 takes P3. Majumdar 4th. Nitro 5th. Perodrive is going to take 6th. And you are P7. As we're going to get some heavy rain coming. Not going to matter though. Cubo is going to take 8th. And Nick Hill just behind him in P9. Pigeon in the top 10 for the 2nd race in a row. Lovely stuff for him. Got Biscuit in P11. Matimar on his return in P12. And we have the final driver still, sorry, not the final driver still racing. Well, pretty much is Dezora. P13. And Bono finally gets past Toaster. He is 3 laps down. But he will get P14, so not bad points. He will still get 5 points for that, so not terrible. And Matt's made 28 pit stops, so I'm assuming that's a record because I don't think anyone else has bothered to try and take that one. So anyway, Toaster 15th, Senna 16th, Matt 17th, and Aloxian P18. But lovely stuff. Justin becomes the first ever mobile winner in CPL on the 17th attempt. So great stuff for him and the mobile community. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That was Circuito Brazil. We're back next week for Germany 1. 48 laps of that. So hope you will all tune in for that one. And I'll see you there. Bye.